Rajiv,
welcome to the weekly meeting of our speakers, trainers, and coaches Toastmaster Club. As we start, we have some ground rules to be followed during the meeting. We request everyone to keep your phones, mobiles on silent mode. Also, we request you to keep your mic on mute and keep your video on. If you want to speak something, you can raise your hand, and when you are given opportunity to speak, you can express yourself. Also, we refrain from talking about sex, religion, and politics in our meetings. If you are going for a while, we request you to close your video, and when you are back, you can restart your video. As you know, all clubs have mission. We also have a mission in which we help our members to improve their communication and leadership skills, build their confidence and personal growth, communication, improvement in communication skills, and help them to grow in their personal and professional life. Also, we request that we wanted to let you know that we are recording this meeting, and whatever your voice, image we are recording will be used for the promotion of our social medias for our Toastmaster Club, and will not be used for any other purpose not defined in this meeting. Also, we thanks to guests for joining this meeting and helping us to coordinate with new members and improve your learnings during our meeting. Now, without further delay, I would like to start the meeting and introduce our presiding officer, Kaira Miyajiwala, who will be the presiding officer for this meeting. She is a life coach and believe in continuous learning. It is important in life and keep on learning on herself. Today is the last meeting of this EC committee. We are ending in 6 months time now, and she will be the outgoing president of our club, and we all will be replaced with the new EC members from the next weekly meeting. Now, without delay, I am handing over to the presiding officer, Kaira Miyajiwala. Over to you, Kaira.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajiv, for introducing me in such a wonderful way. I welcome each and every one of you here, and I would like to, have an individual of you. However, because we have limited time, unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. So if everyone can share their names, how they learned about our club and where they're from in the chat box, we would love to know that. And again, welcome each and every one of you to our 58th meeting. It's a special meeting because it's, we said, of a term of our EC, and we'll be having new EC from Saturday onwards. Now, without delaying any further, we will start and I will introduce our general evaluator, who will introduce his team. So our general evaluator for the day is Samara Rao, TM Samara.
Good morning, TMC Toastmaster Quera. I am Toastmaster Samaro from Kite Toastmasters Division A, District 126, Area A3. So today I'm playing the role of general evaluator who can maintain the profit structure. And for having general evaluator, I have to make my task very easy. I have a team called tag team, which is occupied by 3 members: timer, accounter, and grammarian. So I would like to call timer Toastmaster Subani to give the timing reports about the prepared speeches and table topics. And I request Toastmaster Subani.
Can you hear us, Subani?
Just give me a second. I will be. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I am Toastmaster Subani from Kite Toastmasters Club, Division A, District 126, Area A3. Today, I am the timer of this meet. So, as a timer, my role is to note make of each and every timings. In this, there are 3 segments. Segment 1, prepared speeches. For this, the qualifying time is 5 minutes. At the 5 minutes, I will display you the green card. At 6 minutes, I will display you the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I will display you the red card. If I show the green card, then the speaker is qualified. If I show the green cards, the speaker is able to reach his time. When I show
I think TM Subhani is having some network issue. Would anyone be able to help with the timer role?
the third segment is evaluation segment. For this, the time is 2 to 3 minutes. For 2 minutes, I will display you the green card, and for 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will display you the yellow card, and for 3 minutes, I will display you the red card, so that the time is up. So thank you, General Evaluator, and over to you.
Can I just say something? TM Subhani, you got cut off in the middle. I think you were speaking about the speaker's speech length when you got cut off. I think you were facing some internet issue.
Can I hear once?
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Subani. So for the benefits of the guest, I would like to repeat the timings once again. Coming to the prepared speeches segment, the time limit should be 5 to 7 minutes, and 5 minutes is the qualifying time, and allow the 6th minute when the timer shows the green card, and the yellow card, when he shows the yellow card, he reached the maximum, and 7 minutes is the red card. So after the 7 minutes, when he's showing the red card, you will be 30 seconds of the grace period to conclude your speech. And coming to the table topic segment, it should be 1 to 2 minutes. Qualifying time is 1 minute when he'll show the green card, and the yellow for 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, again you will have 30 seconds of the grace period. And coming to the evaluation segment, it is should be 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes green, 2 minutes 30 seconds yellow, 3 minutes red. After the 3 minutes, you will have 30 seconds of the grace period to conclude your evaluation. By this, I would like to call our counter to introduce this role. Our counter.
Here. Hi everyone, I'm Mario, and I'll be your grammarian and counter at the same time, and I will be keeping track of any grammar mistakes, any ahs and ums, and also make sure you use the, hold on, make sure you use the word of the day, which is bravery. I posted in the chat the theme, which is find your courage for today, and Bravery is a noun, means courageous behavior of character. And an example would be bravery is having the guts to face change. And I will give a report at the end of the meeting. Back to you. Samaro?
Thank you, counter. For the benefits of the guest, the role of our counter is he will count the each and everyone asks like this sounds, and at a time he will count the short passes and long passes. The Toastmaster Mario is doing the trail role, that is grammarian, counter, and the Zoom master. So I would like to hand, this is my tag team. I will back with my report when the TM body will calls me, and I want to the stage to EMC Toastmaster Quera. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samara. Now we will be beginning the prepared speech segment. Can I be spotlighted, please? And we have an amazing speaker, Toastmaster Nirmit, who's going to speak to us about something really special. I would like to call her evaluator to introduce her project and her speech. So Toastmaster Vajayanti is her evaluator. She's been a teacher for very long. She's a mother of a daughter, a successful daughter, and she's a brilliant person. Over to you, Toastmaster Vajayanti. You're on mute.
Very good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce the prepared speaker for our day, Toastmaster Nirmit. She's a motivational speaker and trainer with 18 years of experience in the field, a second runners-up of Super Speaker Season 1 by Success Gyan. She has been featured in top publications like Outlook and Femina. An MBA from SP Jain with rich corporate experience, having developed a holistic understanding of business and leadership, an accomplished Toastmaster with 6 awards in 6 months. I mean, that is a huge accomplishment by any standard. Mentor for business storytelling powered by AI, trainer for Super Speaker competition, and she has won the distinction of the humorous speech contest at Jubilance 2023. So there's a lot for us to learn from her experience. So I invite Nirmit. She will be completing level 1, project 2 of Pathways, Presentation Mastery. Her speech is speech with a purpose. So Nirmit, speech with purpose, Nirmit.
Just a correction, it's the power of having purpose in life.
Before you start, can
Okay, the power of purpose in life. Okay, that's the theme. Theme is speech with purpose, and the title of a speech is the power of purpose in life.
And the timer card I can't see.
Timer, can you please raise your virtual hand?
Okay, I can see now. Let me just. Okay, I can see now.
All right.
Let me know when to begin. Let me know when to begin.
Sorry.
Yes. The timer card is on. Do start. Over to you.
Today, I have to deliver a speech with purpose. So I thought, why not talk about the power of having a purpose in life? Does it seem too heavy a concept? A little intangible? But we can have small short-term purposes too. And today I'm going to talk about how having a short-term purpose can help you achieve an impossible task. It takes some bravery, but it is possible. All of you know that I had qualified to be in the grand finale of HSC. And all of you also know that I met with an accident and broke my femur bone. So in February, when the grand finale was announced, I was in a bad shape, completely on bed. But I was asked and I said yes. That's when my short-term purpose took birth. Now, there are two ways by which you can make sure that you will stick to your purpose. By making financial commitment and by making a verbal commitment. Verbal commitment means declaring to the world. This can be a little scary. That's why many people don't declare their big plans. It leaves room for going back. Declaring means you shut the door behind you. Now you can only go ahead. Isn't that powerful? So I made a financial commitment by buying the Jubilance ticket and declared in all my communities. Now there was no going back. And now I had a deadline to get back on my feet. But that was not the only challenge. I had to fly from Delhi to Hyderabad for the event. My husband asked me, why aren't you booking your tickets? Do you want to go or no? I had always traveled alone for my official work. But this time, I told him, I'm not confident. I don't have the confidence to travel alone this time. Much to my surprise, he said, he'll assist. When you are sure about your purpose, everyone comes for support. Just 1 month was left for the finale. When everyone else was practicing and preparing their speeches, I was working hard trying to stand and walk. I made my physiotherapy even more rigorous, spending 3 hours a day at the center. Despite that, I was not able to stand up and walk. When a doctor says it takes 6 to 9 months, it does take 6 to 9 months. Motivation and determination have their place, but expecting a miracle in 4 to 5 months was a little too much. But the purpose was still very clear. I have to go, deliver my speech on stage, and win. By the last week of May, I realized it is not possible to stand without support. And if I take support, my hands are not free for gestures. Driven by my purpose, I thought, how do I make up for covering the stage? Just 2 nights before the flight, it suddenly occurred to me. For each and every, even small class presentations of my daughters, I used to make huge props, like making a whole rocky cave, painting a big flower. Then why can't I do this for myself? I had to make it larger than life to justify a stage. So I thought of making a huge manor. Now, since I can't go and do the running around, I asked my cousin to get it done all in a day. See, this is the huge banner that we got created. Still, I wasn't satisfied. You know, the theme had to build into a climax and then boom, it should go like that. It was not there in my script till then. On 30th night, I got this idea of making fetters. These fetters. Chains that bind us with the gossip that goes around us. And finally, at the end, empowering people with the tool to breaking these fetters. So during the day of in the physiotherapy itself, I was cutting strips, giving it to my driver who was sticking and making chains. Throughout the day, we made those chains and garlands out of it. Now I was happy with the preparation of my speech. And now my mind went on to the celebration part. Last minute purchase of a new dress, getting hair blow dry, to pacifying a restless husband who kept asking, what will I do there? I'll get bored. Everything was sorted. Do you see? If you have a purpose clearly in your mind, how everything else falls in place, how everyone comes to support. It's the law of attraction. You prepare for a celebration and the celebration happens. Over to you.
that will teach Toastmaster Nirmal. However, you'll have to wait a little bit for getting your evaluation report. And now we are at the time for our one of our most interesting segments, and where the guest can also participate. And we would encourage everyone to participate. So it's the table topic segment, which is impromptu speaking. So everyone will get a maximum of 2 minutes, 30 seconds and a minimum of 1 minute for it. I would like to invite Toastmaster Rajiv, who's our TTE table topic evaluator for today, to introduce our table topic master. But before that, I would like to introduce our table topic evaluator, who is Rajiv Srinivas. He's a part of TCS as an assistant consultant and is passionate about being on stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajiv.
Thank you so much, presiding officer and MC for the day, Toastmaster Kahera. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whichever part of the world you are. My name is Rajiv Srinivas, and I would like to take this opportunity to invite a wonderful personality who is from India's tropical place, which is known as Goa, the party city, we can say. And she is a person who is an HR professional and is very fond of reading books and playing lawn tennis in particular. Her motto in life is to be good and be fit. So without any further ado, let me invite the troubling master who would be giving you with table topics, none other than Toastmaster Seha. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajiv, for the introduction. Good day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I'm Sneha, your table topic master for the day. So one of the most exciting portions of Toastmasters meeting is the table topics session. The main objective is to challenge the members to develop their impromptu communication skills and to effectively think on their feet to speak on the unrehearsed topics. This is also a way to give every member the opportunity to speak at each meeting. Table topics is specifically designed to develop 4 essential communication skills, that is listening, thinking, organizing, and speaking. Today, as your table topics master, I will be providing a topic to respected Toastmaster or guest. Your speech must be at least 1 minute and can be no more than 2 minutes. The timer will present the green card after 1 minute, which is your minimum time, a yellow or amber card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and a red card at 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, if you are not done with your speech, then you will still receive a 30 seconds buffer to wrap up your speech. Okay. So I encourage all of you to use the word of the day, bravery. All right. So let's get started. Who'd like to go first? I'll give you, you'll have to choose a number from 1 to 30, and I will give you the topic that you need to speak on.
Can I try?
Who'd like to go first? I'm sorry.
Can I?
Yes. Toastmaster Raji.
Toastmaster Chandra also raised.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was not able to see. So whoever has raised their hands, can we spotlight them as well?
In the chat box also they've given, okay? Aditya Abhishek, you can look into the chat box also.
All right, thank you. Okay, so whoever's raised,
Chandra Yusuf. Yes, Chandra Yusuf.
can we spotlight Chandra Yusuf, please?
Yes.
Okay. So, Chandra, could you, one moment, yes. Could you choose a number from 1 to 13 and I will give you your topic?
I love number 4.
Okay, great. So number 4 is share a story wherein you have courageously stood by right, either by yourself or someone else, even if it meant being against the whole world. I'll repeat. Share a story wherein you have courageously stood by right, either by yourself or someone else, even if it meant being against the whole world.
being a guest of the world.
Yes. Let me put it in the
Thank
chat
you
box.
very much. I would like to share my story. Once I was in Europe. I really wanted to go to Europe. That's why I studied very hard at the college in order to get the scholarship. And I studied in a hotel school. I worked very, very hard for 3 years. And at last I could get the best student of the year. So I could get a chance to go to Europe for free. I don't have to pay anything. It was so exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time for me to visit Europe, it was the winter time. I didn't know that winter could be so cold because in my country, there is no winter. It's only rain and hot. And my experience, the first day in my apartment, I didn't wear any slippers. And all of my friends said, no, you have to wear your slippers. This is winter because the cold thing will come up into your feet and you will be sick. That was my first experience of the winter. The second thing is, I was invited to a party. And I thought in my country, when we went to a party, we are going to have the meal, the rice. But there, it was only drinking and drinking and drinking. I said, where is the food? He said, this is the party. This is the pre-party drink. I said, in my country, we never drink. We come to the party and eat and go home. So ladies and gentlemen, it was a very funny experience for me and very exciting moment during my life in Europe. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you, Chandra, for sharing your story. It's a very interesting story. Good that you managed to get through. All right, so who would like to go next? I think it's Aditya Abhishek, right?
Okay.
Yes, can we spotlight Aditya Abhishek?
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Aditya. Can you choose a number between 1 to 13, leaving number 4?
1.
Okay. So the topic is share a story wherein you have courageously taken accountability of your mistake, regardless of the consequences. Let me repeat, share a story wherein you have courageously taken accountability of your mistake, regardless of the consequences. Let me put it in the chat box.
Okay. I have done lots of mistakes in my life. Something that I'm ashamed of, something I learned something from that. But there was one mistake that I hope I can do it. There was a boy who was bullied in my class. And I just transferred there and I was witnessing bullying. I was bullying too, but I was bullied mild compared to that boy. And he belonged to a certain minority group. And when the class teacher came and asked to be friends with him, no one stood. And they kept telling him that he's from other community, that he shouldn't be we shouldn't be friends with him. I felt for him and I wanted to stood up and I wanted to be his friend. I don't know why, because in my heart I have empathy for people like him, but I couldn't. He was bullied and bullied and bullied, and unfortunately he went to hospital and he survived, thank God. And miraculously he transferred from the school. And I it was a relief for me, because bullying is a part of your life you don't want to face. It kills your childhood and it ruins everything. You don't socialize much, you become lonely and friendless. So yeah, and if I ever get any chance, I would like to friendship with him, and I would love to be his companionship. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
Thank you, Aditya. That was a very wonderful story. I think in spite of being in the category of bullies, you still tried to be empathetic with the person. Thank you very much. Who would like to go next?
Sneha, we have Hendavi. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, but Hendavi.
Hendavi, are we pronouncing the name right?
Samiksha Sindhpur,
Hendavi.
Samiksha Sundpur also.
Yeah, I think Samiksha can go next.
Samiksha was
take
before
Hendavi.
Hendavi.
Yes.
Okay.
So can we spotlight Hendavi as well? And Hendavi, could you choose a topic between number 1 to number 13, leaving number 1 and 4?
I will select 8.
Okay. All right. Your topic is, have you ever been in a situation where things are not in your favor, but you fought against all odds to make it happen for yourself? I repeat, have you ever been in a situation where things are not in your favor, but you fought against all odds to make it happen for yourself?
Yes. So actually, after completion of my BTech, so I am from electronics and background. So then I had to do my embedded systems designing course. So I applied for CDAC. So it is related to a government institute for the embedded system designing diploma. Like unexpectedly, I got seat in Chennai. So I am from a Hyderabad background. So I never went near from Hyderabad, a near village. So I never went outside of Telangana state. So this is like 10 years back then. So that time it was not favorable situation for me from a town to send a girl from town to Chennai, some other state where the language also I was not sure. So it was difficult, but I had to pursue the degree. So I went there with my parents' support, because they encouraged me to go there. And then once I went there, so it was very new kind of experience. It was nothing was favorable, because at that time I was not I don't know properly Hindi. I was not having properly, and Tamil, and I know a little bit of English. So somehow I managed. 6 months I stayed there, and I completed my PG diploma, and then I got placed. So during this time, so the main challenge was, so I didn't get my favorite favorite food. Mostly we used to eat rice and dal. The food is very different in the PG where I was staying. So still in spite of that, I could able to survive that. And I I stayed there in 6 months. It was very great experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Hendavi, for your story. I feel you, and I know how difficult it is to get out of your hometown and manage in a different state altogether. But it's great that you made it through.
Nice. Thank you.
More power to you. And who would like to go next? Do we have anyone? I see Samiksha.
Samiksha is next. She's been waiting for a while now.
Right. Okay.
Hi, Toastmaster Sneha.
Hello, good evening. Samiksha, can we have Samiksha spotlighted, please? And Samiksha, you'll have to choose a topic from number 1 to 13, leaving number 1, 4, and 8.
Okay, thank you so much,
Samiksha, can
Toastmaster
you turn on
Sneha.
your video? Samiksha, can you turn on your video so I can spotlight you?
Yes, I'm at my home and I won't be able to. It won't be possible for me to turn on my camera. Hope it is not a big problem. Please apologies from my end.
Yes. Which number did you choose?
Okay, talking about the number, I would like to go with number 2.
Okay. Your topic is, what would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? I repeat, what would you do differently if you knew nobody is judging you?
Going back to the days when I was in my college, at the time, I was a shy introvert type of girl, but having a lot of interest in going out, speaking out about my ideas which I was having in my head, showing everyone what talent I do have. But sorry, I'm an introvert. Then I got one opportunity to be part of SRC, Student Representative Council, a position wherein I was recognized as a representative for my college team. And to my good luck, my faculty in charge noticed that I am doing well and I am creative enough to become a decorative coordinator. During our annual fest, I planned a 60-meter height chandelier, which was handmade with the help of 15 members. I was totally dependent on my senior to submit that plan to faculties because I was shy enough to present that thing. But in the end of the day, I got to know that she cheated me. She tore the list of 15 members and threw it apart and shared names of her 15 friends so that her friends will get benefit out of it. But in the end of the day, I didn't want this to happen. I went to my faculty coordinator and explained how this was my idea, how my 15 team members helped me to achieve this goal. And she was the one who didn't knew about this idea. My faculty coordinator investigated the whole scenario and my senior was held guilty because she was my senior and she went to faculty coordinator and that is why she took advantage out of it. At that day, I got to know that you should not have blind faith on anyone. Thank you, and over to you. Table topic master, Toastmaster Sneha.
Thank you for the story, Samiksha. Okay, I think we have Abhijit. I'd request everyone else who's already spoken to lower their virtual hand. Yes, so can we spotlight Abhijit? We'll take just 2 more topics. Abhijit, could you choose a number between 3 to 13, again leaving the number 4 and 8?
5.
No. Could you choose a number between 3 to 13, leaving the number 4 and 8?
5.
5. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that. All right. So if you have to give a courageous advice to your younger self in a certain situation, what would it be? I repeat, if you have to give a courageous advice to your younger self in a certain situation, what would it be?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sneha, and very good evening to all fellow Toastmasters. I will be encouraging my younger to go to express themselves without fearing the situations, without fearing the adverse situations. So instead of focusing the results, I would suggest to go on the process always and keep doing the best, always trying to give the best. I remember in my CF professions, I am a chartered accountant by professions, which I was not thinking about the result after till the writing the final exam. Actually, I came to this profession by destiny. till my second year of till my second year of till my second year of my graduation, I was not aware of about this course, but my professor had suggested and she had influenced me to go to these professions. I have encouraged myself and I have pursued these professions. I have completed the CA course successfully. So I would suggest to the young generations, and I'll suggest to my youngers, whichever profession you are going for. So when you are doing the enrollment, and feel the proud and give the best of yourselves and be the best of yourselves without thinking the results. So though we have to believe always ourselves. We have to keep on believing ourselves. The moment we'll believe in ourselves, that they will start believing, and ultimately the result will come. So always we should focus on the process, which will give the desired result in the latter point of time. So that is the very important thing we have to keep in mind. As you know, the great leaders in cricket, MS Dhoni, always he used to say, please focus on the process rather than the result. Thank you, Toastmasters. Over to Sneha.
Okay, thank you, Abhijit, for your courageous story. As we do not have much time left, I think I can only take one last topic. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, all right, Mario. So can you choose a number between, again, 3 to 13, leaving number 5, 8, 4?
1.
1 is already done, so it's between 3 to 13, leaving number 5, 8, and 4.
3.
Thank you. So your topic is there a life lesson that you have learned the hard way? I repeat, is there a life lesson that you have learned the hard way?
Lessons. A life is a journey full of lessons. You go one way, you burn yourself. That was a lesson. Don't go there. You go the other way. Ouch. You burn there. Another lesson. Life is full of obstacles, full of challenges, but it requires bravery and courage to overcome those challenges. It's not easy, but it's the perseverance that pays off. Sometimes you just have to plow through life. Lessons learned in various shapes and forms and sizes. Life isn't easy. Neither me doing 3 roles right now isn't easy yet. I'm still doing it. It is a lesson to keep track of everything. It is a lesson to stay on time. It is a lesson to keep fighting. It's not easy. Everybody has their challenges in life, both good and bad. But it is what makes us unique, that when we fall, we stand back up and continue on this journey that is life. Back to you, Sneha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mario. Wise words. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our table topic session. Thank you, everyone, whoever have participated. Thank you for your participation. Now I'll hand over the control to Toastmaster Kahira. Kahira, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sneha, for conducting this wonderful table topic session.
You're frozen there.
Okay.
We lost you in between.
Can you all see the poll?
Yes.
Mario, as you are the host, you can send me your vote. Okay, I'm giving you all 10 seconds more to vote. Okay, I'm ending the poll now.
Wait, there's 5 more people that need voting.
Sure.
Give it some time. We can continue to the next stage. They can vote later.
Whoever hasn't voted up till now, y'all can just send me your result in the chat box. Just keep. All right. So now we will be moving on to our next segment, which is the evaluation. I would like to pass on the controls back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Samara, for the evaluation.
Thank you. So we'll go with reverse order. First of all, the grammarian Toastmaster Mario, I would like to call you to submit your report. Toastmaster Mario, over to you.
Thank you, GE. First speaker, today's speaker, Nirmet, used the word bravery once. You see femur, part of the knee. It's femur, not femur. But this time, in the middle of a sentence, you could use silence to replace but. Oh, there we go. You can use silence instead of, but this time, it adds much more drama. It does take, I love how you play around with your words and emphasize for drama, for stress. See, this is the huge banner, is when you show the banner. You can omit the C and say, this is the huge banner without the C, because we can already see it, but you showing it to us. Kahira didn't pick up anything. GE at the beginning said 1A. Subani, clear. Rajiv, table topics evaluator at the beginning when you were presented, you had 1A, you had 1 and repetition. Sneha, topics master, 1 so. And you said to respective Toastmaster and guests, to respective Toastmasters and guests. First speaker for table topics, Chandra, you had so twice. It's only rain, there is only rain. And you had 1 and repetition. Aditya, I would suggest you focus on your filler words, replace them with silence. Because you had a lot of ands, as, and ands word repetitions, so I'd be aware of that. Otherwise, you were good. Handavi, the same. Your most used filler word is so, and and a little bit of but and because. So just minimize that and use silence or use other transitional words to have a more smooth speech. It was very great experience. It was a very great experience. Speaker 4, Samiksha. You used what the table topic master used for the first 3 questions as a transition wherein, so it was commendable for that. You had and twice each. And I love how you played around with your voice. I went to my faculty and explained. So keep it up. And Avijit, you had 1 1 repetition. I have encouraged myself, saying I have encouraged myself. Okay. Always try to give the best, always try to give your best. And that is all from my side. I didn't catch any mistakes unless somebody else did. And back to the general manager.
I would like to call timer Toastmaster Subani to submit this report.
Hello,
Yeah.
am I audible?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My time report. Disa opens the meet at 8:07 p.m. and he spoke for 2 minutes and hand over stage to the presiding officer at 8:09 p.m. and presiding officer spoke for 1 minute and hand over the stage to the MC at 8:10 p.m. and MC spoke for 1 minute and hand over the stage to general evaluator at 8:11 p.m. and the general evaluator spoke for 3 minutes and he hand over the space hand over the stage to the timer at 8:40. After that, the timer spoke for 2 minutes and hand over the stage to the general evaluator at 8:60. And after that, the general evaluator invited the R counter and the R counter spoke for 1 minute and hand over the stage to the G at 8:70. And then after, the general evaluator hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day at 8:18 p.m. Then the Toastmaster of the day invited the evaluator one at 8:19. Then the evaluator spoke for 2 minutes and hand over the stage to the speaker at 8:21. Then the speaker started his speech and spoke for 5 minutes 18 seconds. The speaker is qualified. Then after that, the time he spoke was 8 minute 31 5 minutes 18 seconds. The speaker spoke. After that, after the completion of that, the speaker hand over stage to the MC at 8 minute 26 sorry 8 p.m. sorry 8:26 p.m. After that, the MC hand over the stage to the table topic master at 8:28. After that, the table topic master invited the speaker one. Then he spoke for 2 minutes 2 seconds. Then the time was 8:35 p.m. After that, the table topic master invited the speaker two. He spoke for 1 minute 55 seconds. Then the time was 8:37 p.m. After the completion of his, the speaker spoke for 2 minutes 8 seconds. At that time, the time was 8:39 p.m. Then the speaker 4 spoke for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Then the time was 8:41. After the completion of that, speaker 5 spoke for 2 minutes 9 seconds. Then the time was 8:43. The speaker 6 spoke for 1 minute 20 seconds. Then the time was 8:45. Then the table topic master successfully handed over the stage to MC at 8:45 p.m. Then the MC spoke for 2 minutes and handed over the stage to general evaluator at 8:48 p.m. Then the general evaluator invited the R counter to give his report. Then the R counter spoke for 2 minutes 53 seconds. Then the time was 8:51 p.m. Then the general evaluator handed over the stage to the timer. The timer spoke for 3 minutes 2 seconds. Then the timing is 8:55 p.m. This is a brief report on timer. Thank you, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Timer Toastmaster Subhani. We have active listener in our meeting, Toastmaster Ganesh. After the active listener, we will go with best auxiliary roles and table topic evaluation section, and after the speech evaluation. So I would like to call the listener Toastmaster Ganesh. Toastmaster Ganesh.
I think a lot of people are facing internet issues today. So we've lost our active listener. Let's do one thing. Samara, we will
Yeah.
go to the TTE evaluator next.
Okay.
And once he's back, we'll do active listener.
Shall we go with evaluator 1 right now?
We'll start with TTE, table topic
Okay.
evaluator.
I see
And
Ganesh
then,
is in now. Yes.
Ganesh is back.
okay, Ganesh is back.
Yeah.
Rajiv ji, would you mind if we do Ganesh first?
Ganesh, can you turn your video on, please?
Kaira, you're saying something?
No, Rajiv ji, I'm speaking to the other Rajiv. There are two Rajivs in our meeting today.
Ganesh, are you there?
Not sure. I think we can't hear Ganesh. So shall I take it forward then?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now I'm
Well, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Perfect.
Great. First of all, I would love you all to give a thunderous applause for the table topic master and all the commentators for this wonderful job already done. Thank you so much for making this meeting so wonderful with that wonderful way of table topics. So first of all, I would like to congratulate table topic master for the related topic selection that was apt with the theme and the way you appreciated each commentators after the speech. That was a tremendous job from your end. One recommendation as an evaluator would be you could simplify the topics. What I mean simplify, you could just have one liner because that's the gist of it, right? Rather than having a description, you could just have the one line of the topic will you explain, and numbers you could use if you are using a presentation, I'd say. Otherwise, yeah, the numbers doesn't make any sense when we call out the speakers, right? That's just my recommendation from my end. But that being said, thank you so much for bringing that energy and wonderful topics so that each commentators can speak, because again, the time taken by each speakers proves that your topics were relatable that they could speak on. Moving on with the table topic commentators, first speaker was Chandra Yusuf, and the topic selected was story on bravery. First of all, really congrats you on like jumping into the topic right away without thinking on the feet. It was like thinking directly. You were speaking the stories and you had two stories that added to your conviction that you had faced many challenges and you were sure about what you were speaking. And the next big aspect I really loved is the humor in which you were speaking to us. You had plethora moments where we could laugh out loud. That is one of the strong aspects that I see in you. Only one recommendation from my end would be on the summary part, because you spoke about two stories, but when it came to summary, you just ended up abruptly. So if you could have that call of action and summarize bit on like, yeah, what is this bravery that you have shown, that would have lingered more in our minds. Now moving on to a second speaker, Aditya Abhishek, who spoke the accountability of mistakes. First of all, kudos to you on being vulnerable on such a big platform and revealing that hidden secret that most of the people won't like to reveal. And the way you handle the topic with such an emotion that really resonated in my mind. And it just took me some time to recover from that. So brilliant done on those emotional aspect and bringing that commitment mistake. Even though you were empathetic towards it, you felt that. So that was really great. If I could give you one suggestion, that would be on the poses. So I feel like, yeah, Akhendra and Ramirin would agree with me, because you had a bit of filler words in between, which you could avoid if you take the right poses in between, so that you could think what is the word that you're going to speak. That would be the one recommendation which you could apply and could take the next level. Now moving on with Haindavi, or third speaker, fight against all odds. Oh my God, what a speech the real reflection of your life journey from Hyderabad girl, facing all those struggles with language, food, all those I could really relate to. The hostel life, I was just thinking about my days where I was fighting for food. How can I digest this food? Really great, amazing talk. And you almost took the full time for utilizing the table topics. That was really commendable. That was flawless. Only one recommendation in the Zoom platform especially would be on the eye contact. I saw like you were just seeing here and there in between, so that you don't need to look for all the audience in online podium. I would say just look directly into the camera, which will make sure we are maintaining the right contact. So that is one recommendation, and bit of practice more topics so that the language comes to you as freely. But you are a great competitor for sure. You have the art skill of articulation. Now moving on to Samiksha, our fourth speaker, do difficulty nobody judging. So that was her topic, and I am really outspoken here with the voice intonation that you had and the flow of language, the way you started and went through. You were flawless in your speech. You had the real conviction of what I have to speak and what all the journeys I had to face through. That was really commendable. You were a flawless speaker. Only recommendation, and I'm not sure whether it's not my understanding, because I felt the topic was about like, what will you do whenever nobody judging? But you commented out last with like, yeah, you shouldn't believe in someone truly. So I think there was a bit of shape out of the topic when you went through. But that being said, really great competition on the table topic. Now moving on with Aujit, our last speaker, it was advice to younger self. Really great message is the one thing that I really loved in your topic. You had great piece of advice for you to yourself and also to all our younger generations, and the energy that matched the way you advised yourself. That shows the quality, and that shows how you are rehearsing to yourself. Only one recommendation I felt for you is repeated hand gestures. I feel like you have a of this hands being there for a long time. So I would recommend just to make sure you be on the camera and make sure like your gestures can be open. That being said, thank you so much, Avjit, again. And now moving on to our last speaker, who is our grammarian, Mario, and live lessons learned hard way. I saw a philosopher in you. Great language. No worries, no wonder you are the grammarian here. Wonderful language, and you had a lot of points. You had a lot of, and I really got hooked you with the gestures that you show. You have a brilliant actor, I would say. You have showing gestures. You are just weaving gestures through your words as well. That was really commendable. Only recommendation I felt was if you could add a story to it, an incident from your life, that would have added more value to your speech. That being said, thank you so much. And you had enough time to add story as well. You just spoke for 1 minute, 20 seconds. So I think a story would have hooked more with your already passive voice and the way you express yourself. So these were our wonderful commentators and our table topic master who helped us learn more and enjoy more. Thank you. Over to you, Jimmy, the evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajiv. Now I would like to call speech evaluator Toastmaster Vijay.
Toastmaster Vajanti, I think he means you.
Okay. So, yeah, this has been a delightful evening in every way. And to a large extent, of course, I owe it to our speaker, Nirmit Goel, because she showed true bravery and emotional grit at a time of her life when she was going through several physical issues. To even dream of going to such a big stage to perform. So first, I'd like to congratulate you, Nirmit, on your decision and your commitment, as you declared that you had a financial commitment which you made, and you declared to the world that you would go on that stage. And you went with a winning mindset. I think that is what really pushed you to do your very best. As they say, when your why is very strong, you will find the how becomes very easy for you. So your speech illustrated to me the preparations you made every single day to strengthen yourself physically, pushing yourself beyond your limits, undergoing the pain every day with your physiotherapy. And then, as the law of attraction says, that if you want something from your heart, the world will conspire to help you. And every minute of the way, you showed us how. First your husband, and then your near and dear ones came forward and even helped you to fulfill your dream of creating the tools that would help you to cover the stage and create a massive impact. That ingenuity and creativity that you showed in the last minute of your preparation is something I think has a powerful message for all of us. At every single moment, from the time you commit yourself to the time you go on the stage, is a journey of evolution, a journey of preparation, and a journey of delivering your best. Your speech with a purpose had a very, very powerful message. And the mantra that you gave, that go, deliver, and win, is something I'll take to heart from this speech. And I'm sure everyone will embrace it, that you just have to go, you may have a lot of qualms in your heart. You may balk at that, moment, but just go and do it. Deliver it with the intention to win. And I think that is what ensured that you won hands down. You showed us the power of purpose right from the beginning. So I commend you for the speech. A few suggestions, a few recommendations to just, take it to the next level is use your gestures. Gestures are a very powerful way to connect with your audience. You've been looking at the camera, your face is very expressive, but if you could just use your hands within the limited space that we have, and a few pauses at the right moment to create that inflection in your voice, which will have greater impact. So these are the two things that I would like to tell you, and I can't really see the timer. Where is the timer? Who's maintaining the timer? If you could just let me know. And yeah, so over to you, presiding officer.
The
Thank
time
you,
is-
Mr. Vedyanti, but I would like to pass. Sorry, Toastmaster Subhani, you were saying something?
I couldn't see the timer actually.
Nothing, the time is 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So I was saying about that.
Okay, because I couldn't see the timer anyway. It's okay.
Toastmaster Subhani, please keep your virtual hand raised so that the speakers can see your hand. Now I'll pass it back to the general evaluator.
So this is the time
Toastmaster
for,
Samara.
yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Priya. This is the time for poll for the best evaluators. I would like to ask the Priya to release the link for the best evaluators.
I hope everyone can see it. Mario, please let me know when everyone has finished voting.
Everybody's done.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for voting. Back to you, Toastmaster Samara.
I request the active listener, Toastmaster Ganesh, are you there?
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. I'm not sure you are able to listen to me or not. There is some network issue at my place. I can't. Should I open my video? If I open my video, there may be more problem with the network. So If you want me to open, I can open it, but I can see the problem at my end. Yeah, I can open it for now. So my first question is active listener. Let me see how active we were, how attentive we were in the meeting today. Our first question is very simple questions. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Nirmit, she took part in a speech contest other than Toastmasters. Which contest was that? When the evaluator was introducing, he mentioned that. Anyone attentive? At that point of time?
Success, Gyan.
Yeah, very true. Very full marks. She was also traveling from one city to another city. Where she was going, the destination city.
Delhi to Hyderabad.
Wonderful. The next question, our table topic master. She belongs to one city, beautiful city. What's the name of that city?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
No, I believe Goa.
Goa. See.
Goa.
Yeah, so her hometown is Goa. You should have said hometown.
Our table topic master said, while introducing the table topic section, 4 things are important table topics which we learn in table topics. The first one, what was that? Out of those 4, what was the first one?
Listening.
One was thinking, one was organizing, and listening. Yes, listening. We are in active listening section right now. Yeah. Who was the first speaker in table topics? Name of the speaker.
Chandra Yusuf.
No.
Chandra Yusuf.
The boy with that, that Chinese looking, what was his name?
Yeah.
Chandra Yusuf.
Chandra
Chandra
Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Yes.
Chandra Yusuf.
Yes.
Chandra Yusuf.
Correct. Toastmaster
Yeah.
Chandra Yusuf.
Yeah.
And the speaker also mentioned in his country, there are only 2 weather. What was the name of those 2 weathers in his
Summer
country?
and raining season.
Rain, yeah. There's no third weather, only 2 weather, yes. Our third table topic speaker, Toastmaster Henry, she lived in a city for 6 months and she got only one food there. What was that food name? And you can tell city name also if possible.
Rice.
Rice and dal.
Yes, rice and dal. City was Chennai.
Chennai.
Yes. So with this, I would like to conclude table topic, this active listening section, and I'm sure everybody was so attentive. I know it now. Everybody was so attentive. There's so small things from the speeches. We were able to remember that. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, active listener Toastmaster Ganesh, for your wonderful questions. So this is the time for best auxiliary role players. So I would like to request the EMC, please release the polls in chat box.
Has everyone finished voting? All right, over to you, Toastmaster Samara, to give your report.
Thank you. And this is the time to declare my to sub me and the timer. First of all, we are apologized because we have network glitches suddenly here. Now also I'm facing network unstable due to the rains. So quickly I will submit my report. Coming to the speaker one, Nirmit Goyal. First of all, congrats, ma'am. You delivered a fantastic speech. Really, I enjoyed it. And coming to the table topic segment. Congrats, table topic master Sneha, because the questions what you gave, that is really enthusiasm and attracting the participants to give their speeches. And coming to my tag team role, first of all, I would like to thanks to Toastmaster Mario who done multi roles as Zoom Master and Grammarian and Accounter. And thanks for timer Toastmaster Subhani who took the role in on time. And coming to the evaluator one, Toastmaster Vijayan, to evaluate the speakers one, Nirmit Goyal. It is giving you a report. It will help to the speakers to develop their speeches. And table topic evaluators also, the table topic evaluator Toastmaster Raju, who had give the report for table topics, so it can help the member to develop their speaking skills. And coming to the active listener, who will more active than other players to note down everything and ask everyone. This is my report. Once again, I am apologize for what happened today. So I would like to hand over the stage to our EMC, Toastmaster Quira.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samara, for your report. Now we have one more poll which is left. I'll be launching it right now. That is the major role player poll. Has everyone finished voting? Okay.
Yes.
Great. So I'm ending the poll. But before I begin my ending speech, I would like everyone to switch on their camera so we can capture this moment. We've not seen most of your faces today, so at least take 2 seconds, turn your cameras on so we can see all of you. Toastmaster Ganesh, Toastmaster Rajiv, Prajwal, Supriya, Mani, please turn your cameras on. And welcome Mani, our club mentor. Rajiv, Samara, please turn your cameras on. Subhani.
I think Noor Mohammed is the cutest among all.
Yeah, Kashira, your video is off.
Tahira, you are left. Switch on your camera.
Sorry, I have a bad habit of either not unmuting myself or not putting my camera on. So apologies for that. I'll be taking the screenshot. Bhavesh, will you be able to do that? I'm facing some.
Sure, Kaira.
All right, thank you so much. I hope you all had a brilliant. Did anyone say something?
I love Supriya's cat.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, we have a special guest.
Get to the guest in 2 seconds. We would like to know our guest feedback. So I'll be calling 2 to 3 people from the audience who we would use feedback. We would love to hear. We would love to hear everyone's feedback. But again, as I said in the beginning of the meeting, we have limited time. So please drop your feedback in the chat box and we would love to know your feedback. Supriya, how was your experience of the meeting?
It was a wonderful experience. This was my first time ever that I have come to a meeting of this sort where table topics is given and varied speakers had their point of view for the topic that was given to each one of them. It was a fantastic impromptu thinking on your feet kind of activity. So next time for sure, I will try to participate as well. to hone my communication skills. Yeah.
You know, you should actually join our club. We have a few, slots empty, and you can
Okay.
join us. We would love to have you with us.
Sure, I'll give that a thought.
Awesome.
Nirmit here is my mentor. So she shared the link, and I primarily joined to listen to her speech, and then stayed along as well to experience what other speakers and how they take up the topics and how they speak and how it's all done. It's a very first time for me, like I mentioned.
Awesome, Supriya. Hendavi, I'm really sorry if I
Yeah.
our meeting.
So, can you repeat? Actually, I saw some network glitch.
I would like to know your feedback on our meeting.
Yeah, it was great experience. This is the first time I am joining other than my club. So this other club. So everything was very good, and so there are like two major thing like active listener. So it's very interesting, and the table topics also it is very interesting today. So it was a good experience for me. Thank you.
Awesome. And we hope to see you next week as well.
Sure. Yeah, I'll try to join. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Tahira, as Mani is here, we would like to have a few words from him.
Sure,
Yeah,
Mani,
Mani
we
is
can't
here.
leave
We're
you
so
without.
proud to have him here
We
with
can't, we
us.
can't leave you like this.
Lovely to see you. So last meeting.
Yeah, happy to
lovely
see all of you.
you.
Yes,
Good evening,
yes,
Mani.
hey, good evening, Bhavish. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for inviting me, Kahira. Coming to speakers, trainers, and coaches, Toastmaster clubs always feels like coming back to home. No matter how many days passes by, it always feels like day one. And good job, Kahira, successfully leading the club despite ups and downs. I know how challenging it is to lead the club when you move to a new division and then creating so many champions. And I've made, as I always tell, so many friendships that I can cherish for a long time. I can see so many good friends where with whom I had like really good memories. Vajanti, Bhavesh, Sneha, and everybody else that I have met. And I'm also looking forward to seeing you hopefully in one of the district conferences this year. So most of the conferences and club officer training programs happens in Hyderabad this year. So hopefully if you guys are around, do join us. Would love to meet. And the dinner and drinks is on me next time if you meet. And all the best for the next EC. Kaira, who is going to be the next president?
Toastmaster Mansi. Actually, she was stuck in some other commitments, so she couldn't be here. She told me that she really wanted to be here, but life happens sometimes. So
Yeah. And all the best to Mansi and all of you. I hope all of you will be supporting the EC leaders because it's the members that makes the club. So let us all work together and hopefully help spread the joy of Toastmasters. Yeah. And I'm happy that I reached home in time just to join this meeting. Yeah. Thank you, Kahira. Over to you.
my pleasure, and we're always happy to see you, Mani.
Thank you.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you are waiting to hear the results of all the polls which we conducted. So I'm going to just give me 1 second. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to Toastmaster Nirmit for doing her prepared speech after a gap. and also completing her level 1, sorry, of Pathways. Congratulations, Toastmaster Samiksha, for being the best table topic speaker of the day. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rajiv Srinivas, for being the best evaluator of the day for the table topics evaluation. Congratulations to Toastmaster Vajanti for being the listener of the day. Congratulations to Mario for being the best auxiliary role player of the day. And congratulations to Toastmaster Ganesh Rawat for being for tying with Toastmaster Mario and being the second best and being the best auxiliary role player as well. Toastmaster Sneha for being the TTM. And with that, I've had a really great experience of interacting with each and every one of you as president. And I made a lot of friends and connected with a lot of people, and also got to understand what happens behind the scenes a lot more. And I got to interact with our club members as well. So I'm going to miss it. And I'm going to miss sitting here and conversing with you, all of you. However, I will come back soon in other roles, the normal meeting roles, and I'll see you then. For now, I would like to pass to Rajiv Agarwal. I will be dropping a form in the chat box, so please make sure you fill it.
Thank you, Kyra, for the wonderful meeting we had today. Our speaker was great. Winner of our contests, also humor contest. So with this, I announce that we adjourn this meeting till next week, same time, same day. Thank you very much for everyone to join.
Yeah, thank you everyone. And
Adi,
and I have just one request before I leave. As in the previous contest we had Nirmit, who has actually made the STC brand, visible across the district. Nirmit, I hope you'll create many more people, like you. And with this, all the best. And I'm so proud that I'm associated with a club that has created so many champions over the years. Aishwarya started the trend, and we're all continuing. So thank you, everyone. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Mani. It was great meeting you there in Jubilance.
Yeah, thank you.
Mani, before you leave, one question. You mentioned club officer trainings. Anyone available in the neighboring districts?